Hello guys, so Jerry speaking from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, episode number 860. What number one? Okay. 864, that's where we're at, okay. And today we're going to read you local biography about Billie Jean King. So let's read down, shall we? So we got for us. It's written by Anna Barrow. Illustrated by Jen Breaking. Here we go. Published by Local Book, New York release. Copyright 2026. Always reserved. See, here's this little girl trying to get ready to do some words. Here we go. It's gonna let me turn the pages anyway. And I was getting late for me to go to bed, but I'm gonna leave Atlanta tomorrow. But here we go. She was born on Billie Jean Moffett on November 22nd, 1943 in Long Beach, California. She grew up into being one of the best tennis players in the world, the famous activist. Wow, okay. Makes sense anyways, there you go on that. Next page. Anyways, it's gonna let me. Anyway. Billie Jean had two things growing up. A strong sense of right and wrong and love for sports. Wow, okay. As a young girl, Billie Jean ran races, rode bikes, and played baseball and touched football with the neighborhood kids. Okay? She was a natural athlete. Sometimes the boys tried to leave Billie Jean out. Her dad told him they weren't allowed on his lawn unless his daughter could play as well. It changed their minds pretty quickly. Billie Jean didn't like to feel excluded. Exactly. Yeah, exactly my thought. When it was time to pick teams for games, something like that, she made sure that everyone that got to play, that is the least athlete kids, weren't picked last. Exactly my thought, exactly. You gotta make more sense anyway. Next page. Anyways, it's gonna let me. There we go. If she or her youngest brother Randy saw someone getting picked on at school, they became the anti-bullying squad. Exactly. The other kids noticed and stared at letting Billie Jean's leader. Exactly. They made her captain of the glee club. Even though she was the worst singer in the group. Why? You make fun of her or something? Billie Jean and her dad loved playing basketball together. They shot the hoop hanging above their garage. She was also the sports shop on the softball team. But her world changed when she was 11 years old. And her friend Susan from Sesame Street, Dax, invited her to play tennis. Billie Jean said, "What's tennis?" Susan explained, when you can run, jump, and hit a ball. All that sounded fun to Billie Jean. And that's what it should be anyway. So there you go on that, folks. Next page. Anyways, come on, let me do this anyway. Billie Jean was terrible at tennis at first. She even whacked a ball over the fence and shot home run. Huh? Anyways, Susan thought that was funny. The other people at the tennis club did not think that it was funny. Yeah, I agree. She wasn't good, but she was hooked. Tennis was hard. Exactly. I was not able to play tennis, unfortunately. And Billie Jean loves the challenge. After their first day and through lessons, she told her mom that she would to be a #1 tennis player on the planet. Her mom said, "Okay, dear," and that is the way it should be anyway for tennis, and that would make more sense anyway. Next page. Anyways, when Billie Jean wasn't taking lessons, she was practicing tennis at home. She spent every day, spare minute, moment, her hitting balls. And against the wooden fence at her house. Her dad put up a spotlight so she could keep hitting at night. She lost her first tournament match in the junior division to her friend Susan. Oh, wow. But that's just what made her want to win more. She kept practicing her and improving. When she was only 15, Billie Jean was good enough to move to the junior division, the women's division. Exactly. She was playing so well that she demanded with a lot of money with her love tennis, wanted to pay for to send her to England to complete the Wimbledon. Makes sense anyway. The oldest and most famous tennis tournament in the planet. Wow, okay. She appreciated the offer, but told him she wasn't ready yet. And wow, I did not know at the time. So there you go. Next page. Anyways, she worked very hard, and just 2 years later, she reached fourth in the United States in singles and doubles. When that same man asked again if she wanted to go to Wimbledon, Billie Jean said yes. She missed her high school graduation. She needs to do something about it, but it was worth it. She and her friend Karen Hansey became the youngest double team to win the Wimbledon's title. It was 1961. Billie Jean was 17 and Karen was 18. Wow. Yeah, I did not know at the time. So there you go. Next page. Anyways, Billie Jean is on the rise as a tennis star. In 1966, she won her first Grand Slam singles title in the Wimbledon. She was #1 women's tennis player in the world. Wow. But she still could earn a living playing tennis at all costs. No one could. When they were won tournaments, they were play half. Sometimes even a third of what the men would play. Famous people champion Alvin Gibson had quit the sport in 1958. Wow. She explained you can eat trophies. Exactly. It was time for things to change. Exactly my thought. Exactly. It's gonna let me turn the page. Here we go. Change was happening all around the country, and the civil rights movement was growing quickly. And people demand equal rights for all. It saddens me, I know. Billie Jean was also demanding justice. On the court, when she was getting a Republican chat box. Wow. She spoke up with the thought someone was unfair. She was a chat box about the court as well. Wow. She argued equal opportunities of women and men as well. For equal prize money in tennis. Yeah, I don't know why. She was told a report that women's sports stories needed to be featured in the newspaper, just like the articles on men's sports. Oh my god, here we go. She complained that tennis was mostly exclusively for rich white kids. Racism, dude. Why couldn't everyone play the sports she loved? Now Billie Jean kept pushing the change. Whatever. Now that she was #1 player in the world, people listen. The president of the USLTA, United States Lawn Tennis Association, told her that he would suspend her if she didn't keep quiet, but she kept talking. Well, boo-hiss from this president. I don't care. Billie Jean needs to be on tennis playing. It's gonna let me turn the next page. Oh man. If you're gonna let me turn the... There we go. There we go. Now, Billie Jean accomplishing her big face in 1953. Okay. It's gonna let me... No. Oh, that's okay. There we go. That's the next page. Oh, wow. Now I'm all set. There we go. Billie Jean accomplished big face in 1953. Not only did she win singles, doubles, and mixed doubles at Wimbledon that year, but she found to become the president of the Women's Tennis Association. In a huge victory, she also competed in the USLTA's to award equal prize money for prize money to women and men at the year's US Open. Okay. Billie Jean was fighting for change and making it happen. The tennis player Bobby Rage didn't like the things she was saying. Why it's harsh, dude. He didn't think women deserved to be paid the same as men. Really, dude? Come on. Not even close. He challenged Billie Jean to prove once and for all that men will be better than women. That is terrible advice. Sorry. Billie Jean thought Bobby was a bully, and I thought so as well. But she knew that a match could make a difference. She wanted girls to be able to have the same dreams as any boy. Exactly. So she agreed to play him. And that's the way it makes sense anyway with tennis. It's a tennis competition game, you know. Almost done here. Anyway, next page. Anyways, if it's gonna let me. Here we go. Now, on September 20th, 1973, wait. That's it. Okay, looks like my weekend jokes episode's probably finished. Okay. 9 million people worldwide turned to watch what media called the Battle of the I'm not gonna say that word. SEXES. What pronounce that? Bob Riggs was confident. He was no match for Billie Jean. Oh my God, here we go. She had studied this game and worked hard. She beat him fair and square in 3 straight sets. Good advice. Now, since that match, things slowly started to improve for women athletes, women's sports, while the U.S. Open offered men and women equal prize money in 1973. So the decades for the other Grand Slam tournaments would be to do the same. Exactly my thought. You gotta do something about it. Next page. Anyways, every year more and more girls are playing sports. The number of viewers watching women's soccer, tennis, and basketball keeps growing. Billie Jean King paved the way. And in 2009, Billie Jean was awarded President Medal of Freedom, Presidential Medal of Freedom, by President Obama. He honored what Billie Jean called all that off the court stuff. She has done for women's rights and would help make the future part of everyone in the LGBTQ plus community. And that's what it should be anyways. There you go. Last page of the book says this. Now, Billie Jean continues to support women in sports. She advises in Professional Women's Hockey League. And that's the way it could be anyway. Now, she and her wife... Oh, well, okay, that I did not know at the time. Okay. Online cause are part of the National Women's Soccer League team, Angel City FC, okay? Billie Jean loves of sport, okay? A strong sense of right and woman and wrongs with that. So Sky, everything she does, she wants to make the world a better place, and she's just just that. And I don't know about you, but Billie Jean King, yeah, I just don't want to say it. But anyway, so that was Little Gold Book Biography about Billie Jean King. Yeah, it's very much amazing. So far, this book was a success. Those Bedtime Stories, episode number 864. Hope you enjoyed. Since we're in our Bedtime Stories, episode 865, which will be about a local biography about Pink. Now, my excuse me, I gotta get ready for packing the things up and get ready to go home and get ready to go to bed after getting ready to pack up things up and go home. And after that, I'm getting ready to get gameplay segments before I get ready to pack things up, go home. And this will be tomorrow, because after this, I'm really going to get things prepared for me to get off the Savannah Atlantic coaster and get ready to get back home to Savannah. And we'll be back to where we're doing Village BM content back at home. Till next time, suggest my bit, out. See ya.